Hello, and welcome back. This is Bourahla here. I hope you have enjoyed your visit to 1910. Here we find a teacher that is quite the explorer of the world. Would you have enjoyed having him teach you different languages? What would be attractive about having someone that wants you to experience cultures so firsthand and so personally? I hope you get a sense of what it meant by the direct approach. One of the primary principles of the direct approach is that language learning should be done completely in the primary language. Think about just how different that is from the grammar translation approach. In grammar translation, using both languages by translating back and forth between languages was a task that was valued. But in the direct approach, there is no use of the primary language. Furthermore, you may have noticed also that while reading might still happen, reading and writing skills are de-emphasized, and speaking and listening skills are more of the focus. The idea of travel, the idea of learning so that you can experience a culture is much more what we are going for here. While direct approach teachers might not have actually taken their students on journeys to different countries, the classroom was created in such a way that students felt like they could understand the culture and what people might think, feel, wear, eat, and so forth. The idea was to learn directly from someone who knows and understands the culture as well as the language. So now let's get into our angel versus devil debate. So what do you think, Angel? Do you like the direct approach? The idea behind the direct approach is good. Experiencing culture in a first-hand, almost childlike way does seem attractive. Alright. Let's get real for a second, if I may. How many people are honestly going to go visit other cultures with Indiana Jones and spend a couple of years sitting in the dirt? Come on, be reasonable. Teachers don't have time for learners to sit around staring at maps until they figure out what questions to ask. Are you saying that teachers don't have time to help learners learn for themselves? Listen. Languages are supposed to connect us to other people. Languages are supposed to allow us to understand how other people feel and live. Inviting learners to explore their own ideas and to explore a whole different culture seems exactly what I would love to do in the classroom. It seems to me that the direct approach helps us really get down the idea of adding culture to the whole equation. Isn't it exciting to think about visiting all of these different places? So the purpose of learning a language, let me get this right, is that I can have a bowl of gourmet on the streets of Pamplona. Oh, you have some of the dumbest ideas. And you have some of the darkest ways of understanding bright ideas. Alright, let's finish with the devil and the angel and come back to reality. Well, it seems once again that it is a little difficult to reconcile the different arguments. Certainly, the direct approach allowed us to think of language in terms of child acquisition. There is no doubt that there has been a lot of research that has allowed us to examine whether or not second languages should be taught in the same way as a first language. What do you think? Is there anything that seems attractive about a direct, almost childlike approach to you? Would you imagine this to be a good approach for certain groups of students? Who would enjoy this method and who might not? In the next lesson, we'll look at some of the things language teachers still use that might be considered an homage to the direct approach. Thanks for listening, and see you then.